Proper sleeve length. The hotly contested. Actually, there's nothing to contest. It's either right or it's wrong, or it falls within the acceptable zone, revolving around this bone. So there your sexy ass is, suited and booted. Your shirt, crisply pressed. Your pants, the proper length. Your tie is precisely dimpled. You've even sized down. You look killer, but the one detail that can totally F up, F is in, like, foul. That's the word I'm looking for. Foul up your entire outfit is not handling your sleeve length. Too long? Your jacket looks like it hasn't been tailored. The jacket looks too big for you. Too short? You look like you outgrew the damn thing 5 years ago. But if you nail it, oh, mwah, perfection. So it would be ideal if I could just say you need X amount of cuff hanging out from your sleeve. And I can actually say that, and I will in a second. But first, we gotta talk about your cuff, because it all starts and stems from there. So when you button your shirt sleeve, the cuff should essentially stop right at the base of your palm. Check it out. That is where your cuff should actually fall. The issue, however, arises when you have a cuff that doesn't fit, alright? If it doesn't fit and it's a little bit too big, what can happen is the cuff can start to slide down your hand, throwing off all the proportions, alright? You want your cuff to fit nice and snug around your wrist, making sure that it's not sinking down over your hand. Now, with made-to-measure shirts or shirts that you'd buy online from a company like Modern Tailor, you can totally customize that. You can precisely pick where you want that button. If you missed the video where I show you how to actually take measurements and order an online shirt that's, like, seriously as cheap, if not cheaper, than what you're going to find off the rack in the store, it's listed and linked down in the description. Or if you don't want to spend the money and you still want a better fit on your cuff, you can simply remove the button and re-sew it. If you missed the video where I show you how to sew a button on, that's also listed and linked in the description. But now you're thinking, Alpha, what are we talking so much about shirt sleeves for? I thought we were talking about suit jacket lengths. And actually, we're getting to that now, but it really is pretty simple. But you first have to identify and understand the importance and the significance of the shirt sleeve length and fit. Now, it's as simple as making sure that that jacket sleeve hits the bone. When you have your jacket sleeve tailored, just make sure that it hits that little wrist bone right there. And as luck or biology would have it, the difference between where your shirt is hitting and that little bone is, guess what? Yeah, exactly, ½ an inch. And that is how much cuff you should be showing. It should be a band. It should not be a big expanse of, like, you get up to like 3/4 an inch, the jacket looks too small. ½ an inch, that's it. If you throw that jacket on and it looks like this, the jacket sleeve is too long. But if it looks like this, the jacket sleeve is too short. And in either one of those cases, a trip to the tailor is exactly what the style doctor ordered. Now, one of the important reasons to make sure that you get your jacket to fit as close as possible, especially in the sleeves when you buy it off the rack or if you have it made, is because you can only adjust that sleeve length so much. You can let the sleeve out about ½ an inch and you can take it up about 3/4 to an inch max. But once you get up a little bit more than an inch, you're going to be messing with the proportions of the buttons, and you don't want to do that. Another option is to actually remove the jacket sleeve and take it up the entire arm up. But this type of alteration definitely requires the professional touch. Alright, you don't want to take it to your mom who's like, yo, I hemmed your pants when you were 5, Jimmy. I can do your sleeve. Don't let her touch it. When it comes to suit jacket fit, it's really difficult to say it needs to fit you like this because you are different. We all have different body types. We're not an off-the-rack type of situation. None of us are. And so there are going to be some modifications. Some of us like our jacket to be a little bit snug. Other people prefer it to be a little bit loose. Some people don't like to breathe. You're like, yo, it's fitted. It boils down to personal preference, but the one thing that is consistent is your jacket sleeve length. ½ an inch is what it requires. It doesn't take that much money or time in order to make sure that you look like $1,000,000.